Hello, welcome to the first MOO-D Media Brickfilm review. The film this time is designed Flaw by TheDuckCow. This film is a pretty amazing film. It has a lot of really good moments, and I think it's a very imaginative and well laid out thing. But first off the bat, let's talk about animation. The animation is really smooth. It's high. I think it has a really nice FPS level. I obviously do not have the actual numbers, but it's pretty high, and it looks really realistic, especially when he gets the weight. The doors in some of the scenes look really good, and he gives all the objects and characters weight, and they kind of feel like they're actually objects. And I really love how he used the camera movement. The camera movement really, adds drama to the scene. It makes it not all static like you see with a lot of brick films. Really nice. But he kind of screwed up on his effects. They look really messy, and this has to do with the fact that, he misused his focus. He overpulled a lot of it, making it really hard to use the green screen the way he did. Although I will admit his keying use is very impressive, and makes it look really good. So he doesn't get full points for that, but he gets some pretty good points for actually using them effectively. But if you'll notice, the set and the Lego build quality of everything looks really good. I mean, everything looks like it's how it's supposed to look. Things don't look wrong. It looks really well done. And if you'll notice, the sets really are designed so that they really help the blocking. All the blocking in the sets, really fits together. If he looks like he should be walking that way, the set has a place where he can walk a certain way. And another thing about the sets, he made the environment and the sound really good. The sound really kind of fits it. There's an environmental background a lot of times. Objects make sounds when they use them, like hitting a desk like this, or just messing with the pen, cap. He got it that sound. It sounds really good. And the footsteps are awesome. They timed really well in there. They don't cut in the scene, and they can be used background. He does a good job of also not making the dialogue, go at the same time as the people are speaking. But I have found issues with speaking. I think some of the speaking was not very good. The voice acting was definitely superior to your average thing, but really was not impressive. I think they could have done a better job. I really think it was probably because they just had one person doing it all instead of multiple people. But, fair's fair. Things happen. One thing I want to touch on before I go, though, is picture quality. The picture quality is really low, and once again, the focus kind of screws him on any really good quality he had. I'm really disappointed in the focusing. It makes it look really messy, really bad. But to counter all, some of the bad points, the story's amazing. It's powerful, and there's not too much dilly-dally. One of the things I found with a lot of stop motion is there's no real story, and it's just useless action that doesn't really contribute to the climax or the plot. But this plot is really good. Their exposition is short. They get right to the point of it. They add a whole bunch of building action. It's very good. They provide a whole bunch of mini conflicts with different people to build on the main conflict. The climax is not very clear, but it's well laid out once you figure it out. And the following action is really short. It kind of summarizes it up. And the conclusion rather, is really clear. Even though it's not said right out in front of you, it's really clear. They used really good figures for language for it. And it really, it also made it look really beautiful. So they have a really powerful ending. So just to sum all this up, the film is really powerful, philosophical. It's a wonderful story. The Legos are splendid. The animation is great, but the effects could be a bit better. So overall, I'm giving this film 72 out of 100. I'll get back to you on another film some other time, probably next week, maybe the week afterwards. but we will be doing it, and hopefully I'll get more people to do it with me, so you'll just not have one opinion from me. You'll actually have multiple people coming in and reviewing it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.